Hi, my name is Dan. This is my 1988 20-foot Schiada, powered with a 300 Merc outboard.
All right, Dan, thanks for letting us take a look at your boat. What are we looking at exactly?
Well, this is a classic. There are not too many Schiadas made a year. I was lucky enough to buy this in 1998. Came across it through a friend. It was owned by a well-known family in the off-road world and ski boat race, the Wilson family. And I was fortunate enough to pick it up. When I bought it in 98, just redid the interior and gel coat and repowered it and put it on a new trailer in 1996. So basically it was 2 years old. It was like getting a brand new boat almost. It was in great shape. He originally rigged it up for ski racing, had a triple axle trailer, a 2.5 offshore Mercury Racing outboard, which was 260 horsepower. A lot lighter than this though, so it moves. And they were running this in the Catalina ski race in the early 90s.
This profile,
this
in the
boat
ocean.
In the ocean, Catalina ski race.
Boy, have things changed. Do you have any idea how many of these boats have been made over the years and how many they make a year?
I don't have an exact number. Schiada boats started in 1959 in Gardena by Leonard Schiada and his brothers, Richard and Chuck. They were all Gardena firemen, and they started building them out, wood boats out of their backyard, and then later moved to a shop on Hobart.
And they're still in business?
They are not the business is, but they sold it to the Spindler family, who still operate it. They were in Torrance for a while, and I think they're out in the San Fernando Valley now.
Okay, now we're here in Havasu, and when you take this boat out, I'm sure it gets a lot of looks being a classic and having its name. It's one of the hallmark boats of Havasu's all-time all-star boat. How many have you seen out here over the years? When you go out, do you ever see another one while you're actually out in the water?
Usually I see one or two on every lake trip out here. They're pretty prominent in Parker and Havasu. I always get compliments. I get offers to buy it. I'm never selling it unless I told my kids if I die, you have to sell it back to the Wilsons.
Gotcha. Do we have a top speed on this?
With me in it right now, it runs about 80 with just me on board. The sweet spot on this seems, with a bunch of people, seems about 60, 65. We run all day long. You're not maxing out RPM or anything.
What are we talking capacities? What do we have for gas? How much gas do you carry?
40 gallons,
40 gallons. So
20 on each side.
So what will that get you? How many hours out there if you're hitting it pretty hard?
I've gone over 100 miles. I actually went to a meetup down in Blythe, and we went all the way almost to Mexico, down to the Imperial Dam and back, and I made it without having to buy gas.
What was it when you had the opportunity to buy this? Was this a bucket list boat? Was this something that you dreamed as a kid to have?
When I was a kid, we used to go to boat shows. My dad had boats. We had Kona's, Bassett, Glasstron, Carlson. So I always grew up around boats, always loved these, saw them at the boat show. My dad was really fond of them too, but he's like, man, they're expensive.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's in mint condition, and it's even better looking than in the pictures. Man, if anyone hasn't seen one in person up close, you got to see one. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. All right, Dan, so the motor, let's break it down. What do we have?
So here's a 2019 300 XS Pro Max by Mercury. I'm running a 4-blade Bravo prop, 24 pitch. One of the things about Schiada boats, when they make them, almost every piece of hardware is hand tooled in their shop. Gauge bezels, the foot pedals, cavitation plates, they make all that by hand and send it out to be powder coated or chromed, whatever.
Have often do you take this thing out in the summertime?
I take it out year round. Try to get it out at least once a month year round, because I have a pontoon that we go out into when we have too many people to fit on this.
And then putting in and out of the water is just
I do it myself. I do it myself within a few minutes. I can beat most people if I'm in by myself. It's so easy.
And then of course you got your Jeep here, which tows it perfectly, I'm sure, and you probably don't even know it's back there sometimes.
Now, take you inside here.
Yeah.
There's not much to it. This is your oil tank for the 2-stroke. You have linear actuator for the cab plates, bilge pump, battery. That's it. It doesn't have stereo or anything, you know, there's not a lot of room, there's no frills. To operate it, I spoke about the foot pedals. There's 2 pedals in it. The left one's got 2 buttons on it. One's for trim up, trim down on the motor.
Trims by a pedal?
Yeah, my left foot.
Oh my gosh, okay, that's...
And the throttle is also a gas pedal, foot pedal.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that little switch, rocker switch below you, that's for the cab plates. So if I have it aired out and I'm coming up on a big wake, I'll drop the cab plate and push the nose down, and so we don't get airborne, we'll plow right through the wake.
And then how often you beach this thing up there?
I've beached it the whole time I've had it, but I try to avoid it as much as possible unless it's a super sandy beach with no rocks.
Right.
Yeah, down in Park or whatever, I'll throw an anchor out and tie it to the shore.
Over the years, have they made design changes, structural changes, or anything that you're aware of?
Yeah, in the 50s, they started out as flat bottom wood boats. And then they progressed in the 60s to this style with the non-skid deck, which is very durable. They make them in 20, 21, 22, 24. They've gone up now to, there is a couple 27s with this styled body. They're very rare. And now they have offshore 32 and an offshore 43. Yeah, one of the unique things about the hull is when they designed it, they would use them a lot for circle ski racing and GN racing, which is all turning left and on a closed course. So the strake on the left or the port side hangs down a little bit lower than the strake on the right side for making that left turn. So I always try to make left turns rather than right when I'm going back to pick up a skier when they're down in the water.
I can almost
it handles a little bit.
Now that I'm looking at it, there is a difference in slope.
Schiada, when they rig, they do clean wire. Everything's perfect. However, the previous owners have an in-house mechanic on their race team, Mike Stapleton, and he rewired all this or just cleaned up all the wire, and it's beautiful. Everything's real tight. Never have loose wires hanging down.
Yeah, every gauge is analog. There's no digital.
No digital. Everything's old school.
So Dan, the upholstery on this, is this the original upholstery?
This is the upholstery from 1996 when they redid the boat after 12 years.
I've never seen a boat that old with upholstery in this condition. This is absolutely...
It's always garaged. I clean it. When we use it, even if I'm going out the following day, I'll still detail the boat and clean it that night. Can't stand having water spots or dirty upholstery. My kids all know, no spray sunscreen allowed.
All right, Dan, how many people can this carry comfortably?
6 comfortable with adults and 7 if you really got to push it. You have an extra person, but it will hold 7.
Gotcha. And you got the ski thing. You ever take a skier out?
Oh yeah, I used to water ski behind. That's what I bought it for. We water skied all the time. We still do. That's my choice in props. It's not the highest, going to give me the highest speed, but a whole shot is phenomenal. So pulling a skier out of the water. I was at an event in December with a bunch of boats. We're all going down for breakfast to the springs. We met at the buoy line. And all these big 100-mile-an-hour boats. I go, well, I'm going to get them on whole shot. I'm going to have clean water as long as I can. As soon as we all took off, I just took off like a bat out of hell and let them catch up to me. And that was probably about Steamboat Cove where they caught me from the Thompson Bay.
Awesome. Oh, I'd love to see that.
But then I was middle of the pack and I was in rough water, but it was nice while it lasted.
Yeah. All right, Dan. Well, thanks for the tour. And
all right. Thanks for having me.
We'll show some nice shots in the water, and I can't wait to get a ride myself this summer.
Or winter. I run it year round.
Let's do it. All right, thanks, man.
All right.
This definitely puts you as a Schiada purist and a loyalist. You definitely hit that mark. Any Schiada tattoos?
No.
Okay, that's next.